Wisconsin State Fair cream puffs. Are you kidding me? You guys, look at these. Hey friends, it's Sarah.
And William.
And if you've been watching, you know I've been making a popular state dessert every single week for all of 2024. We are at the very end and I saved the best for last, in my opinion, my home state of Wisconsin. And we're super excited to introduce Copycat recipes for 2025. And today I'm combining both. State dessert of Wisconsin with a copycat recipe of Wisconsin State Fair cream puffs. Are you kidding me? You guys, look at these. They are homemade cream puffs stuffed full of fresh homemade whipped cream.
All right.
Stay tuned. I'll show you how I made them and then we'll taste them at the end of the video. I have to admit that I've definitely eaten my fair share of cream puffs here in Wisconsin, but I have never made them. So let's get started. It was 1 cup of water and a half a stick of butter. I cut up into cubes so it would melt a little bit faster. And then 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and we're just going to let that start to simmer on the stove. Once it's simmering, we're going to pour in 1 cup of flour, and I'll speed this up a little bit because it took a while to stir, but you just want to keep on stirring that until it's fully combined and kind of turns into a sticky ball. Now, once you have that done, we're going to transfer it over to a bowl, and then I just pushed mine up the sides because we want this to cool. And if you push it up and make a little bit more surface area, this is going to cool down in about 5 minutes or so. So you can see what I did here, and then I just let that sit on the counter for about 5 minutes. It doesn't have to be completely cool, just cool enough that it doesn't cook our eggs when we add them. So after that 5 minutes, we're going to crack in eggs and stir them together. And that sounds easy, but watch, it's not. Those eggs do not want to stir into that dough. So if you have a stand mixer with a paddle attachment, it would be perfect for this. I just did it by hand, one at a time, completely combine it, and then add the next one in. And you want to do that until all 4 are completely combined. And you can see the texture of this is a lot different than when we started. Now we're going to take that dough and drop it by spoonfuls right on our baking dish, and this makes 12 cream puffs. Now you could put it in a piping bag, that would be fine as well. And then you'll want to wet your finger just a little bit and push down any spots that look like they're sticking up like points, because you don't want those to get overdone in the oven. And then we're going to put this in the oven at 400 degrees and cook these for about 25 minutes or until they are nice and golden brown. And you can see when they come out, they are not pretty. They are a little bit messy looking, and that's fine. It's perfectly fine. It adds to the character, and just watch. Once you fill them up with cream, they're going to look great. Now, they need to be completely cooled before you put that whipped cream in them, so put them on a cooling rack and let them cool while you make the whipped cream. And this is so easy. It is literally 2 cups of heavy whipping cream, a half a cup of powdered sugar, and a teaspoon of vanilla. And we're going to use our electric mixer and then just whip this until it is nice and stiff, just like whipped cream should be. Halfway through, you're going to add your sugar and your vanilla. And now, you guys, I've been making a popular state dessert every week for the entire year. I am so excited to be at my home state of Wisconsin. I saved it to the last, and now we're going on to copycat recipes, which is so exciting. This is a combination of both the state dessert of Wisconsin and a copycat of the famous State Fair cream puffs. Now here is the fun part. We are going to cut these open and pile them high with that homemade whipped cream. You can see the insides of mine are light and fluffy with lots of holes. They really should be hollow, but you know, it's my first time making them. I'm not sure what went wrong. I followed the directions to the T. They were still nice and fluffy and tasted delicious, so it's fine. You can't make these look bad. With all that fluffy whipped cream inside, they just look so good no matter how messy you make them. Sprinkle on a little bit of powdered sugar on top just to make them look extra fancy and just like they do at the state fair. And now here is the final product. Look at how pretty these, just look at how fun and delicious looking they are. Now here is our reaction. Okay, here they are. The delicious, homemade, fresh copycat version of Wisconsin State Fair cream puffs. You know we like our dairy here in Wisconsin, and we are famous for these at the State Fair every year. So mine are a little bit smaller than you get at the State Fair because those are huge. But even still, you want to split it or you want your own?
No,
you know it's going to squirt out all over the sides. Here we go. Oh, it looks so delicious, you guys. My mom used to make these when I was a kid. I loved them. But here we go. They're going to get everywhere, just FYI.
People drive for miles to get these things too, don't they?
Mm-hmm. We have. We live about an hour outside of Milwaukee. We have definitely driven for them. It's all over.
You hit it right on the head, man. That
Delicious.
cream tastes just like it. That pat a shoe batter.
Sweet cream.
That is good.
Eggy dough. That is really delicious, and you're going to have to share another bite with me. Yum, yum. Come along with us this year for more Copycat recipes. Thanks for hanging out with us for these state desserts. So glad I stayed Wisconsin till the end because this is delicious.
The mess is part of it.
Thanks for watching, everybody.